standard is misogynistic. That's how they attacked me.
That's my point. It's your opinion, and it's your like taste or like. For example, you might have one, I might have one. Yeah. Some guys might say, I like a girl who's experienced. I like what we said, that derogatory term, MILF, or older or younger or cougar, whatever you want to call it. So my point is, you can't push agenda. That's your taste. You saying, I specifically think this. And they went, no, he's this.
Not allowed, Tam. You're not allowed an opinion. Not allowed.
You know, I never thought I'd get to say this to your face, but I really admired your strategy with Piers Morgan. And I could tell, because I've had to debate him on TV before. Yep. And I'm sat on a flight on my own, and I'm like, okay, this is what I'm going to get, this is what I'm going to give back. And you have to manage him very well.
Yep.
And when I watched that interview, part of me was like, is he going to be able to do what he does best to make Tate look bad?
Yeah.
And you kind of nailed it in the sense, and I loved how you kept looking at the camera.
Yeah.
You knew the clips. You knew what was coming.
Yeah.
And you kind of hijacked the whole conversation, and everyone went there to see you maybe potentially trip up. And Piers really made you look good.
Yeah, it was certainly a PR win. Like afterwards, I was a little bit mad at myself because I'm a perfectionist, but my team analyzed the comments on every single video I've ever made. I get a report every single day of the entire internet, what's said about me, what's good, what's bad, etc. And Piers Morgan was my highest performing interview ever in regards to positive versus negative. 99.4% of comments were positive in my favor. So he lost. So that's how you have to measure it, right, with the metrics. So I would like to have said a lot more. I could have been a lot harder. I could have destroyed him. But I now know the matrix is looking for me to trip up, right? So when they come at me and trying to get me to say something about LGBT or try and get me to say something about this race or whatever they're trying to do, I can't give the machine more ammo. So especially with someone like Piers, I had to be very careful with what I said because that's what they're waiting for because they can't restart the old machine. The misogyny thing is over. They still want me gone. So they're waiting for something to grasp onto. Yeah. That's what they're doing.
I mean, I think some of the shots he used were cheap regarding this poor young girl.
Yeah, bro,
I mean, I've got daughters, you know, for me, and even if you haven't got kids, you know, you're around kids all the time. Our fan base, your fan base, yours are youngsters. And I was like, bro, you've got an agenda, but don't be sick. And I like the way you brought that up, you know, because that's like,
what the fuck's that got to
he
do with
wanted
me?
some clickbait of you saying one thing wrong, and that's it. You would have finished.
Yep. It is criminal. And these people, they're only out for themselves, and that's the internet as a whole. And it's also, the algorithm was rewarding people. Like when this whole Matrix attack happened, it was very orchestrated. I knew it was coming. I knew I'd get to a point where they were going to cancel me, but I didn't know it'd be as orchestrated as it was. So first the algo started rewarding people who made a negative video of me. So my own team would make a video that was positive of me and it would basically get 0 views. But if you made a negative video by Andrew Tate, it was always the top of every single one. So it's basically telling every YouTuber, if you do a negative Andrew Tate video, you get views. So that's the first bribe, right? Because they don't give a shit, right? They want views. So that's the first thing. And then the way it was orchestrated amongst the charities and NGOs and these activists, the way they all came out at the same, within 3 minutes, bro. Within 3 minutes, when 150 different activists post basically the same wording and slightly rewritten in the same picture, there's somebody above and behind all this shit. So they decided, somebody, whoever they are, don't kill me. I'd never kill myself. Don't fucking try. But, bro, because that's what's next. That's what's next. It's scary. I'm telling you, everyone thinks I'm paranoid. Everyone thinks I'm crazy. But it is.
I'm telling you, after yesterday, he was, I'm not sure when we're going to release this, but when he was at the gym,